I stopped drinking coffee on an empty stomach and my entire life changed. My bloating disappeared, my anxiety vanished, my energy became stable for the first time in years. And here's the crazy part, I'm not anti-coffee. I still drink it. I just changed one simple thing about when and how I consume it. Today, I'm going to show you why your morning coffee ritual is destroying your digestion and what you can do about it without giving up coffee entirely. Let me guess your morning routine. You wake up, stumble to the kitchen, and the first thing that touches your lips is coffee, black coffee, on a completely empty stomach. Maybe you don't even eat breakfast for another hour or two. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Millions of people do this exact same thing every single day. And the coffee industry loves it. They've convinced you that coffee first thing in the morning is not just normal, but necessary. But here's what they're not telling you. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach is one of the worst things you can do for your digestive system, and the damage compounds every single day you do it. Let me break down exactly what's happening inside your body. Problem 1, the cortisol catastrophe. First, let's talk about cortisol, your stress hormone. When you wake up in the morning, your cortisol levels are naturally at their highest. This is called the cortisol awakening response, and it's actually a good thing. It's your body's natural way of getting you alert and ready for the day. Now, here's where coffee comes in and ruins everything. Caffeine triggers a massive spike in cortisol production. So you're taking your already elevated cortisol levels and jacking them up even higher. This creates a stress response in your body that affects your entire digestive system. High cortisol diverts blood flow away from your digestive organs and toward your muscles. Because your body thinks you're in danger, it slows down digestion, reduces stomach acid production where you need it, and can trigger inflammation in your gut lining. But here's the kicker. When that cortisol spike crashes a few hours later, you feel exhausted. So what do? You drink more coffee, and the cycle continues with your digestion getting worse every single time. Problem 2, the acid attack. Now let's talk about what coffee does to your stomach acid, because this is where things get really problematic. Coffee is highly acidic with a pH around 4.85 to 5.10. But more importantly, coffee stimulates your stomach to produce even more hydrochloric acid. When you drink it on an empty stomach, you're flooding your digestive system with acid when there's no food to digest. Think about that. Your stomach is producing all this acid ready to break down food, but there's nothing there. So what does that acid do? It starts irritating your stomach lining. Over time, this leads to gastritis, inflammation of the stomach lining, and can contribute to ulcers. It weakens the protective mucus layer in your stomach and can damage the delicate tissues of your upper digestive tract. And here's something most people don't realize. This excess acid production doesn't just affect your stomach. It can trigger acid reflux, where that acid comes back up into your esophagus. That burning sensation, that bitter taste in your mouth, that feeling like you need to clear your throat all the time, that's your morning coffee habit destroying your digestive system from the inside out. Problem 3, the gut bacteria disruption. Coffee doesn't just affect your stomach, it affects your entire microbiome. Now, coffee does have some compounds that can be beneficial for gut bacteria, like polyphenols. But when you drink it on an empty stomach, especially in large quantities, it can have the opposite effect. Coffee stimulates bowel movements by triggering something called the gastrocolic reflex. For many people, this means they're running to the bathroom within 20 minutes of their first cup. You might think this is normal or even good. Coffee keeps me regular, you say. But here's the truth, that's not healthy digestion. That's your gut being irritated and trying to flush everything out as quickly as possible. You're not properly absorbing nutrients, and you're potentially flushing out beneficial bacteria along with everything else. Plus, coffee is a diuretic. It makes you pee more, which means you're losing water and electrolytes. Dehydration is terrible for your gut bacteria. They need water to survive and function properly. Problem 4, the timing disaster. Here's where most people completely mess up. Timing. Your body produces the most cortisol naturally between 8 a.m. and 9 a.m. Drinking coffee during this window doesn't give you more energy. It just creates more stress on your system while providing minimal additional alertness because your cortisol is already high. The best time to drink coffee, according to chronobiologists, is actually between 9:30 a.m. and 11:30 a.m. after your cortisol levels have naturally decreased, and critically after you've eaten something. But nobody does this. We're all chugging coffee at 6 a.m. on an empty stomach, wondering why we feel anxious, bloated, and exhausted by 2 p.m. The solution: how to drink coffee the right way. Okay, so what's the fix? Do you have to give up coffee forever? Absolutely not. Here's what you need to do instead. First, eat something before your coffee. Even something small like a banana, a handful of nuts, or a piece of toast. Give your stomach something to work on so that acid has a purpose. Second, wait at least 30 to 90 minutes after waking up before having coffee. Let your natural cortisol do its job first. You'll actually feel more alert overall. Third, add something to your coffee to buffer the acidity. A splash of milk, cream, or even a tiny pinch of salt can reduce the acidic impact on your stomach. Or try cold brew, which is about 67% less acidic than hot brewed coffee. Fourth, stay hydrated. For every cup of coffee, drink a glass of water. Your gut bacteria will thank you. Fifth, limit yourself to 1 or 2 cups, preferably before 2 p.m. Late afternoon coffee disrupts your sleep, which disrupts your gut health, which creates a whole new set of problems. Look, I love coffee. I'm not here to demonize it. Coffee has legitimate health benefits when consumed correctly. But the way most people drink it, first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, is doing real damage to their digestive system. Your gut is trying to tell you something with that bloating, that acid reflux, that urgent trip to the bathroom every morning. It's not normal, it's not healthy, and it doesn't have to be this way. Make one simple change. Eat first, coffee second. Wait a bit after waking up. Stay hydrated. Your gut will heal. Your energy will stabilize. And you'll finally understand what coffee is supposed to feel like when it's not destroying your digestion. The coffee can wait. Your gut health can't.